And we are here at the We Partners headquarters
Yep.
in Plano. And happy Lunar New Year, and also
Yes.
happy Ramadan.
Happy Ramadan. Day one.
Day one, right?
Day one. I'm
Fasting?
feeling all right.
Feeling all right?
I'm feeling good. Feeling lean.
That's right. I'm going to go have some dim sum later on for lunch. So
It's after sunset, I'll join you. After sunset, I'll join you.
So, Jawad, you know, I got to have the pleasure to meet your parents in Seattle, and that was thank you for dinner for the Korean family. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a great meal, and just breaking bread and just kind of getting to know your story. I found a I don't know, middle school picture or high school picture
that
or
was
something.
A middle school picture.
Yeah, I got a middle school
Just
picture of Jawad.
His baby face.
Clean,
like
clean.
I couldn't grow it if I could try. But yeah, that was a beautiful dinner. I spoke to my parents after that, and the biggest takeaway was, and obviously we seek from our elders the wisdom. They've been through their journey of life years before us, so we're always trying to capture these breadcrumbs from their experience. And that was the advice I got from my father. Is he said, "You're in business with good people."
Yeah.
And you know, in the tradition, the Arabic and Islamic tradition, they say you really don't know somebody truly until you travel with them or do business with them. That's when the good, bad, and ugly will all prevail. So that was very humbling. I knew that. That's why, obviously, I was excited for you to meet the family. I couldn't be there, so I'm glad you were able to break bread on my behalf with them. But that was the feedback my parents had, and that, I think, extrapolates to the organization.
Yeah.
And it extrapolates to the feeling I've had since I was, phased in or jumped into We Partners and attended my first office gathering and training and meeting everybody with different paths of life and experience, and you just find goodness, and the degrees of separation just tighten and tighten. And now it's not that I know you through 6 degrees of separation from somebody else. It's we're in the same circle.
Yeah.
And that good fortune, that grace just keeps surrounding us.
Yeah.
So
you know, everyone hears from me what We Partners is about. Give us your take of what, you know, We Partners Network. What is this community that we're building? And share a little bit more about co-sponsorship. Like you, this is how we're all connected, and you've also co-sponsored with other people. So how's that?
So from the co-sponsorship, we'll get done with the boring stuff first, because just being in the industry as long as I have been on the consulting and coaching side, there's always been stigmas and raps about this brokerage and that brokerage and this business model. And one thing that I had to truly experience since joining and appreciating how co-sponsorship works and how it builds this massive network is it's still real estate first. And I think any partnership you can establish, not to brand it that EXP or We Partners or anything like that is better than the next. When you're in a circle of people that genuinely want to help you win, then you're in the right circle. It happens to be that this model allows you to build it as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and it's really something that you're creating of your own. As you talk about, you're building a legacy for your family. So from co-sponsorship, what I've realized that's done is it's unlocked the ability to create access points. So my primary sponsor has a coaching partnership with me, and we do a lot of that work together, and that's how I was introduced. But I'm here in Dallas, and I spend more time here than I do even in my own office in Frisco. So that co-sponsorship relationship allows us to be invested in each other, or invested in each other. And now I'm looking at
invested in each other.
We're going to invest in each other. And now it's allowing me to look at, you know, I've had a dream since I moved down here 3 years ago from Seattle. I want to have a hub there, right? That's still home. My family's still there. I have an established business there as well. And that leap seemed really far.
Even though you're a broker there, right?
I'm a broker there, and
there.
I'm like, okay, do I want to really have the liability and carry the burden of 2 separate offices? And since understanding co-sponsorship and how to build, you know, different arms and different reaches of your business, it really allows you to trust that I'm partnering with somebody that they know I'm invested in their success. They're invested in my leadership and whatever I can provide them to grow. So that's the co-sponsorship. We Partners, it is like a premier country club with a golf course behind us.
We got a golf course right here. We can open the fence and just start.
We just set up our own Top Golf right here.
That's right, Top Golf.
We Partners Top Golf. It's actually a really good party idea.
We thought about when we built this patio. The idea was like we could just open it up and just hit
Just
hit it right there. It's actually right there.
Yep. Just go straight to the fairway. You're always on the green.
That's right.
But yeah, so you have the country club feel where you're part of something exclusive and you have access, but it feels like a family, right? So that's another part of it. And I think to top it all off, it's like being in a cohort. When I went back to school after having my son, I was older and I was in my career. I was at AT&T at the time. And it was kind of daunting. So I went back and took all my statistics and calculus classes to get up to par. And I was like, well, now what do I do? Because I can't go to day school for 8 hours a day like these young bucks. I have a family to support. And University of Washington, shout out to them, they had a cohort model where they said, well, this is designed for professionals like yourself, where you can meet for night classes with a cohort and go through a 2-year program where you're getting the professional development and earning your degree credits as well. That's what I felt since I joined We Partners. There's a family, which you've built, and I'm grateful for that. But I feel like I'm moving in stride, and I've got a whole team that's keeping me up to pace and pushing me and pulling me along. And, we need
keeping each other accountable.
Yes.
And, we're going to start the We Hub soon. And these hubs are like small groups. They're going to be community-based, so the support, accountability, masterminding, and things like that. We're going to have different We Hub leaders. We're going to have a directory of people. So if people want to get plugged in, they have a whole list of people, like kind of like a small group. And then from there, they can just plug in, and there'll be some inter-co-sponsorship opportunities there as well. So every hub has their uniqueness, and you're free to. You don't have to be in Jawad's organization. Right. You can just join it. He's going to be hosting stuff in the Frisco area.
Tap in,
and we got people in Mansfield that's going to take charge. We're going to have like a whole podcast hub of people that want to. If you want to be a part of that podcast group, welcome to do it. We're starting to do more videos. That's our goal. If you're a video person and you want to help set up, create the ideas, not just talk about it, but actually take action, let us know.
Peter convinced me to buy a self-flying drone. I haven't even unboxed it yet, but he was like, Jawad, this is going to change your life. So I've got a listing.
You got the little one?
I got the hover.
Okay.
So I've got a listing coming up next week in McKinney, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my own content and see what happens. Because Peter's like, he showed me a bunch of the content he's doing. But to that point, that's exactly the beauty of it. We're in a people business.
Yes.
And I think if I were to summarize it in my classical sales coaching rules of 3, number 1, I think as professionals, oftentimes we're putting out so much of that energy to our clients and customers as they deserve that we're really just burnt. And then when you have to deal with your colleagues, you're cooked. You don't have anything to give back. But when you're not dealing, but you're helping each other cope and uplifting each other and bringing our best selves out to the industry and to the field, that's number 1. Number 2 is it's very easy to get siloed in this business. We're salespeople. We're competitive. So something that I've taken from you, and that's why I wear the wristband everywhere I go, loud and proud. The We Partners Network, on the back it says your network is your net worth. And it's an abundance mentality. I know a lot of startups talk about the blue ocean mindset. I would rather do twice as much business and earn half as much than do half as much business and earn twice as much on each side. Because that abundance mentality is going to help us grow, and it helps us collaborate. So you don't silo up. And then the opposite extreme, the latter of it, is if you just join one of these fixed rate, flat free, no split brokerages, more power to you. If that's a business model that works for you and that fits your needs as a professional, that's yours. But what I notice is then you just kind of float off into an oblivion. And you're just an agent that knows how to write a contract. But when you hit a wall, there's nobody there to help you get through it or get over it. So I think blending those is what we're trying to harness here.
Well, it's almost like we'll go back to the investment strategy. It's long term. Right? When you buy a commercial property, it's long term. What's the end game? You got to figure out this with your business, your real estate career, your real estate business. Figure the long game, what that looks like, and figure out what model. This model works for us because one is I have a legacy component. All of us have ownership. I couldn't do that as an independent broker. I couldn't do that as a franchise owner.
And you tried. You did both.
I did both. I did both
successfully as well, and it still wasn't the right fit.
And then, with the investment side, because you have a larger organization, which is not just in Dallas, it's global now. Guess what? Raising capital, syndicating deals makes it much easier. There's opportunities there. Yeah, I'm just really blessed to be in a platform for the past 5 years, and now, I mean, we set the foundation. I think we have a good foundation now.
Yep.
Now it's like, how can we take it to the next level?
Right.
This year's the fire horse. It's about
Yes.
positive change, positive
Yes.
growth.
Yes.
You know, I'm excited. Last night I was like texting people like, "Hey, let's go."
Yeah.
And co-sponsorship. You know, it's not even a year yet.
Right.
With co-sponsorship, and you know, everyone that I met in a couple weeks ago in San Antonio, they're fired up.
Yeah.
And the people that weren't fired up, now they're fired up because they understand it now.
Yes.
And it's about education, educating what that is, what it would look like.
Yeah.
Right. You got to strategize what this would look like for you, for your business. And, you know, if you have any questions or just want to like, hey, Daniel, can you whiteboard this out a little bit? Just to, you know, let's do it. Let's strategize on how to help you in your business level up, find good people, find the community. And if you're not in Dallas and you're out in the boonies, well, guess what? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, I think that what you said there is just, it's absolutely brilliant. You got to mind map it. And something that you helped me live through and just kind of see through is, we know the stigma that the vast majority of real estate agents, if they're in production, are kind of going commission check to commission check. And you have to keep reminding agents, like, don't spend the commission before you earn it. You know, and then you reach the point where you're successful in your career in real estate where you don't have to count the checks and you know that your business is kind of self-funded.
Yeah.
But what happens when you need to take time off? You know, I have I'll claim him as a mentor of mine because I've benefited from a lot for nearly a decade. Name drop it because he's that guy. So Ro Habib out in the Bay Area, the Habib brothers, they're in New York, they're all over the Bay Area. And he had a post 2 days ago that, I tell you, Daniel, it changed my entire perspective for my next 5-10 year plan.
Okay.
He put a post out and he said, Ramadan Kareem, happy Ramadan to everybody. I'm going to be focusing on my inner and with my family for the next month. I'll see you in March 20th. And I said, my God, how great it must feel to be able to just do that and say, you know what? I'm going to take the next 3-4 weeks to unplug, give to my family, give to my community, give to my future, whatever it is that is your why. And you're not worried about the light bill. You're not worried about the mortgage. You're not worried about your team disassembling because you're part of a network that is designed to uplift you and uphold you beyond your production years. So that's something that you've really helped me change my perspective on. And that's what I'm chasing.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. Like to take away time off for the things that matter, right? Because you know, we come with nothing, and we go with nothing, and you know, we also, you know, that should be part of your thinking as well. You know, it's not a negative thing. It's just the facts. It's the truth. And when we deviate from the truth, you know, we make up all these things, and we have to have you know, and coming back to like the family component, the legacy component, and what we're building here together. You know, we have to be good stewards of the finances that we have.
Yes.
You know, what he has provided us, and from there is we get to grow it, and that's the blessing of, you know, continuing that and helping people do that. So that's the whole point. That's what the you know, the foundation of We Partners.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's what we do. That's right.
We hub, we connect, we build, we partner.
We close.
We close. That's just fun. That goes without saying. That's why we're here. So, and that's the best. I think that's the fun part of it. Now that we've kind of painted the vision, is everybody I've interacted with is a winner.
Yeah.
There's no days off. There's nobody who's lazy. There's nobody moseying around. I don't think I've ever walked into your headquarters and met somebody having a bad day.
Yeah.
It's just, it's non-existent. We get through it. We'll find a way through it. We'll find a path forward. We'll sit with you. We'll talk cap rate with Calvin. We'll figure out how to run through a brick wall with Paul, whatever it takes. So I think surrounding yourself with those people is the most critical aspect of it. When I talk to agents that approach me and say, hey, I want to do business with you, I want to partner with you, you know, what brokerage are you with? How do you hang your license? And all. I said, look, we'll get to that. Do we want to work together? That's where it starts. In my opinion, when you find people you want to be with, the rest takes care of itself. And it just so happens to be that the network and the brokerage we happen to be a part of rewards us for building those kinds of relationships.
Yeah, I agree. So all right. Well, you know, every week we're going to be trying to doing a podcast. If you want to be on the Breadwinner Show.
Breadwinners Podcast.
Yeah, Breadwinners Podcast. Let us know.
Yep.
We're getting things set up downstairs in the studio. But when it's a beautiful day like this, we
walk and talk.
That's right. We walk and talk, and everything can be set up. We're mobile.
Yeah, mobile first. We got to stay on the move.
That's
That's
right.
why one of our co-hosts, Brandon's not here today. Brandon Scribner, he's busy locking in his icon status for 2026. So
That's right.
he's
That's
out
right.
making moves. So
So,
we're here.
all right. We'll see you guys. Peace out.
Be well.